road. Just tire tracks in the morning frost. We found his room already stripped and bare. His model truck's all gone from off the shelf. His Sunday coat no longer hanging there, just empty hangers left in silence there. He'd talked to Florida since he was 9, of orange groves and warm and open sky. Daddy always said, son, you'll be fine. Right here is everything you need in life. But something in my brother couldn't stay. He had a kind of restless in his blood that pulled him south before that August day. Brother took the highway south one dawn, left a space this family can't move on. He found his orange groves, he found his son, but something of us both got left undone. He called on Christmas from a number new. He sounded good, he sounded like himself. Said he was working on a fishing crew and putting something aside on a shelf. Mama didn't ask too many things. She just held the line and talked of home, of how the lilac in the backyard sings, and how she keeps his room, he's never gone. But something in the silence after told she missed him more than words could carry out. She set his place at supper, winter cold. Brother took the highway south for good, but Mama kept his chair like someone would. He found his orange groves, he found his son, but something of this family's still undone. 20 years went by and then he came. One August evening, pulled right up the drive. He looked like sunshine, leaner but the same, and we held on so glad to be alive. He stayed 2 weeks and walked the old fence road, and sat with Daddy in the evening cool. And I could see him weighing what to go against this place and everything it's pulled. Brother took the highway south way back, but every few of years he finds his track back to where the orange groves can't fill, the hollow that a hometown carries still. he always finds his way back in the end. Every man will face a crossroads where the light runs out. I'd been running from a life I couldn't hold, a debt I owed in 3 states to my name. My coat was thin against the morning cold when I pulled off where 2 long roads became. The crossroads sat in fields of nothing much, a rusted sign, a yellow blinking light. I killed the engine and I felt the clutch of something bigger than that empty night. I hadn't prayed in years, didn't plan to start, but I sat there with my hands upon my knees and felt the full weight of my broken heart. Crossroads at midnight, nowhere left to run, too broke for forward, too far gone to come undone. Lord, I laid it down right there upon the ground. Crossroads at midnight, that is where I'm found. A truck pulled up, a man with silver hair. He didn't ask, just rolled his window down. He said, "Son, you don't have to sit out there. I got a thermos, we'll wait here for dawn." We sat and drank and barely traded words. He said he'd been to crossroads of his own, that sometimes God uses gravel and dirt to bring a wandering man back into home. I didn't ask his name or where he's from, but something in his voice undid my fear, and I sat quiet while the morning come. Crossroads at midnight, nowhere left to run, too broke for forward, too far gone to come undone. Lord, I laid it down right there upon the ground. Crossroads at midnight, that is where I'm found. When the sun came up, he said goodbye and pulled back on the highway heading west. I watched his taillights fade against the sky and wondered why a stranger gave me rest. I checked the ground where he had set his cup. No mark, no trace, no sign he'd even been. Sometimes you have to just receive and shut your doubting mind and let the grace come in. Crossroads at midnight, now I'm moving on. The debt's not clear, the road's still hard and long, but I laid something heavy on that ground. And at the crossroads, Lord, is where I'm found. Some crossroads are the grace you didn't earn. The straightest souls are always first to go. Old Thomas Bench, who farmed the creekside land, never took more than the work could hand. He gave his neighbor grain the drought year through, and never asked for anything in due. He raised his children simple, raised them right. He kept the barn lamp burning every night. And when he passed the county, stopped to say, a finer man had never walked this way. And standing at his grave in the cold air, his granddaughter said, soft and slow, why does the Lord take those who truly care? Heaven keeps the honest ones up high, the simple souls who never wondered why, the ones who give and never keep the score. Heaven keeps the honest ones for more. My mama was the same unchanging kind, who put the last of everything behind. For those who needed more than she had got, she gave the coat right off her back, believe or not. She never made a show of what she did. She'd help a stranger, same as her own kid. And when the Lord called her one August day, the whole town stood and didn't know what to say. And standing at her grave in that same light, I heard her voice come clear inside my chest. Be honest, child, and you will be alright. Heaven keeps the honest ones up high, the simple souls who never wondered why, the ones who give and never keep the score. Heaven keeps the honest ones for more. I think about it when the world gets hard, when crooked men seem winning every round, when honest labor leaves a man so scarred, and simple living puts you in the ground. But then I think of Thomas on that creek, and Mama in her apron eyes so clear. And something tells me everything they seek was never here. It's already there. Heaven keeps the honest ones I know, the steady souls who planted, let God grow, the ones who gave and never kept the score. Heaven keeps the honest ones, and that is more. Go honest child, heaven keeps account of all. That light was burning when I left, and burned when I returned. She strung it on a hook above the door, the summer that my daddy went to war. She said that light will guide him through the night, as long as I can keep on paying light. The neighbors joked we ran the meter high. Our porch burned brighter than a July sky. She never laughed, she'd only nod and say, one day you'll understand why life's that way. We went to sleep beneath that burning gold, and woke to find it faithful, burning strong. She never let it dim against the cold. Mama hung the porch light high, so no one had to wonder coming by. That home still held an arm, still waited warm, a steady light against the darkest storm. The years went on, my daddy made it back. My brother left for college past the tracks, and I drove off for something I can't name. But every time I turned back home, that flame was burning in the dark against the pine, a steady yellow promise through the trees. I'd slow the truck and let that light remind that home was more than just a word to me. I'd hold my breath to see it from the hill, and every time it shone I'd feel the pull. She never let it dim, she never will. Mama hung the porch light high, so no one had to wonder coming by. That home still held an arm, still waited warm, a steady light against the darkest storm. The last time that I came to visit there, she moved a little slower to the door. Her hands were thin but steady, I declare. She lit it up just like she had before. I said, Mama, do you need to keep that on? You're here alone, there's no one on the road. She looked at me and said, what if you're gone, but need to find your way back to this road? Mama hung the porch light high for every child who ever said goodbye. That home still holds an arm, still waits here warm, That steady light has outlasted every storm. Somewhere a porch light burns and always will. Waking up beside the same true love. That picture on the mantel shows us young, with everything we thought that we would be. Our hands were clean, our futures freshly sung, and life was just a door we had to keep. 3 decades now moved across this land, filled that frame with all that came to be. Not always what we planned or what we planned, but real and ours and all that we could see. This quiet winter evening by the fire, I count the years the way you count your breath. Not loss by loss, but gift by faithful gift. 3 decades down the line and I'm still here, still waking up beside the one held dear. 3 decades worn but nothing's broke for good. 3 decades down the line I understood. The children came and grew and moved away, and left us with each other in this house. We found we still had plenty more to say than all those early years would first espouse. The fights we had the hard way taught us well, that love ain't soft, it asks you every day to choose again the story that you tell, and choose again the one who makes you stay. This evening sitting near your easy chair, I take your weathered hand inside of mine and feel the 30 years that brought us here. 3 decades down the line and I'm still here, still waking up beside the one held dear. 3 decades worn but nothing's broke for good. 3 decades down the line I understood. What they don't tell you on your wedding day is that the love you start with isn't love. It's promise, and what love becomes someday is built a hard, slow way below and above. It's choosing you when I could drive away. It's staying when the going strips me bare. It's 30 years of ordinary days that made me love you more than I can bear. 3 decades down the line and I'm still yours, still grateful for the light behind these doors. 3 decades worn and nothing's broke for good. 3 decades down the line, I'd do it as I should. The best thing I have done is stayed with you. 3 decades down the line, I'd do it as I should. The best thing I've done is stayed with you. comes down from Tennessee and takes your pain away. I drove the Ford East with windows down, the Tennessee hills turning all to green. I left a woman sleeping in that town, and all my reasons in the space between. The wind came through the gap above the glass and pulled my collar with a knowing hand, like it had watched 100 loves that passed upon this road across this ancient land. Somewhere near the border I pulled off and sat above a valley still and wide. That Tennessee wind caught me hard and soft. Tennessee wind and tears and letting go, blowing through the fields of long ago. This road don't care about a broken heart. Tennessee wind and tears will make a start. I rolled through Cookeville just about high noon. The diner smelled like biscuits, warm and right. The waitress had a voice like an old tune. She poured my coffee, didn't dim my light. I didn't talk, just ate and watched the street. The wind outside was bending all the trees, like it was doing what the heart can't beat. A constant letting go in every breeze. And somewhere past the river the clouds broke, and gold came through and dried the tears on glass. That Tennessee wind blew clear and almost spoke. Tennessee wind and tears and letting go, blowing through the fields of long ago. This road don't care about a broken heart. Tennessee wind and tears will make a start. They say the mountains hold what people leave. The valleys catch the grief of those who pass. The rivers take the things we can't retrieve, and wind blows everything forward, nothing lasts. But forward isn't losing, this I found. It's just the only angle left to take. The Tennessee wind blew all my shadows down and left the sky more open in its wake. Tennessee wind and tears and moving on, not forgetting, just releasing what is gone. This road has seen 1,000 broken hearts. Tennessee wind and tears, that's where healing starts. The Tennessee wind carried me to to the other side. Some songs don't end, they just move somewhere deep inside you. It played on every station back in '73, when summer stretched and didn't cost a thing. We'd drive the county roads past every tree, and you would roll the window down and sing. That song was just a simple 3-chord tune, but something in the melody was ours. The way a plain old song could pull the moon and hold two people close on summer hours. The years have moved and stations don't play it now, but I still hear it in the quiet places where everything that mattered still knows how. Do you still hear that old song late at night when everything is quiet and feels right? Do you still hum it low when no one's near? Do you still hear that old song? Do you hear? I heard it once inside a grocery store, a cover thin that barely had a soul. I stood there in the aisle, frozen to the floor, just trying to remember where we'd go. That old truck bench, that radio turned low, your voice above the crackle and the hum. How something that was simple could bestow a whole life's meaning before time could come. The years have moved the stations, changed their sound, but I still hear it when the light turns gold, where everything I thought I'd lost is found. Do you still hear that old song late at night when everything is quiet and feels right? Do you still hum it low when no one's near? Do you still hear that old song? Do you hear? I don't need much to feel the whole thing back, just 4 notes in the right key and the time. And I'm 19 again on that gravel track, with you beside me, wild and feeling fine. That song outlived the truck and outlived the road, outlived most things I thought would always last. A 3-chord wonder carrying its load of everything I loved before it passed. Do you still hear that old song late at night? Do you still feel it pulling like a tide? Do you still hum it low I hope you do. That old song still plays everywhere I find you. Some songs don't end, they just become your life. A town can hold 10,000 ghosts when all the living's gone. The grain mill shut in '89. The bank moved out, the barber crossed the line. The school got merged with something far away, and Main Street fell to weeds and slow decay. I'm one of 7 left who stayed around, who plants a garden and who tends the ground. Old Earl across the road still keeps his cows, but doesn't talk much like he used to now. The silence here has a weight you wouldn't know. It presses hard at dusk when no one's out. A town still breathing, but slowly letting go. Aching in an empty town, where all the future's packed and headed south. The storefront's dark, the church bell barely rings, but something in this soil still believes. They took the stop sign off on Miller Street. No cars come through enough to need the light. The grade school's now a storage in the heat, and weeds grow through the old football site. But Sunday 7 people still make church. We share the hymns our grandparents once knew. We don't need much to feel that holy worth, just 6 old voices and a solid pew. The silence here has weight, but also grace. It holds the names of everyone who stayed. A town that hasn't turned from its own face. Aching in an empty town, where all the future's packed and headed south. The storefront's dark, the church bell barely rings, but something in this soil still believes. My grandson called and said, "Why don't you leave? Come up to Nashville, Grandpa, start again." I told him, "Son, this land is more than trees. It's every name of everyone who's been. The well my father dug is still out back. The oak my grandmother sat under stands. town may thin, but it hasn't gone black. It's held up still by memory and hands. Aching in an empty town, but aching means there's something still around. The storefronts dark, the fields still hold their ground, and something in the soil won't be put down. We ache because we love this place so well. You came back different, and the door still knew your name. You said the city held a bigger sky. These hollow hills would never let you grow. You kissed your mama one last long goodbye, and hit that highway in the morning glow. The fields fell small inside your rearview glass. The church looked old, the creek had gone too slow. You needed something more than summer past, something that a small town couldn't grow. We watched you go and held our breath so long, like watching something beautiful take flight. We prayed the road would bring you something strong. Was it worth the leaving? Was it worth the cost? All those years of chasing what you lost. Did you find the life you had in mind, or just leave the only home behind? You'd call on Christmas, Easter, maybe more. Your voice had grown so smooth and hard to place. You talked of things I'd never had in store, beneath these plain old unassuming skies. And then one October you pulled up the drive, thinner in the face but warmer in the eye. You didn't say too much, just looked alive, like someone tired of the constant try. We saw it in the way you found your chair at Mama's table, quiet and unsure, like something lost had finally wandered there. Was it worth the leaving? Was it worth the cost? All those years of chasing what you lost. Did you find the life you had in mind, or just leave the only home behind? You walk the fence line after supper done, and I walk with you like we used to do. You said I've stood beneath 100 suns, but nothing out there ever felt like you. The world keeps moving, always has a more, but more just keeps you hungry and alone. You didn't say you'd stay or what's in store. You just said, Lord, it's good to still have home. Was it worth the leaving? Hard to say. Some things you only learn the long, hard way. You found the world and left the best behind. Was it worth the leaving? Only you can find. The porch light burned all night until you came.
I thought I'd put it out, but it still burns tonight. I packed my bags and drove before the dawn. I told myself that chapter had moved on. I built new walls and painted over cracks. I started over and I didn't look back. For 20 years I kept that old fire cold. I built a life I loved and grew not old. Raised two good children on faithful ground, and swore I'd let the last of it run down. Then driving home last April through the rain, I heard our song come through the radio, and all that ash turned back to flame again. Some fires never die, they just burn low, waiting underneath the winter snow. You think you've put him out for good this time, but some fires never die, they just bide time. I didn't stop the truck or turn around. I gripped the wheel and kept my highway sound, but my hand shook a little at the light, and I sat still and breathed out in the night. I'm not a fool, I know what I have got, a good life built on faithful solid ground. But something in that song found every spot where all the old unfinished fires found. And driving home I thought about the years that covered over what we used to be, and all that ash turned warm behind my tears. Some fires never die, they just burn low, waiting underneath the winter snow. You think you've put him out for good this time, but some fires never die, they just bide time. I'm not asking for a second chance, yes, I made my peace with how things had to end. But fire has its own kind of stubborn stance. It doesn't need your leave to still descend. It burns just low enough to hold the warmth of who you were before the world moved in. Some fires aren't for putting out at all. They just remind you of where you began. Some fires never die, they just burn low, hiding in the places that we go. I've made my peace, I've got a life I love, but some fires burn below, not high above. I drove on home and let the fire live.
The river bends, but never turns around the way I do. I've sat beside this water 20 years and watched the current pull the leaves away. It doesn't ask too many questions here, just keeps on moving every night and day. I pull the catfish in at fading red, then throw them back because I've got no use. I've come here mostly just to clear my head and feel the current take what I can't lose. The willows drag their fingers in the flow, like they've been reaching for something too long. I wonder if they're ever gonna go. Lonesome by the river bend, where the old creek meets its end. I've been sitting here since she left town, watching water carry stories down. She used to bring 2 mason jars of tea and set him on this flat old rock right here. We'd talk until the dark came quietly and pull the frost right out of the night clear. That rock's still here, the frogs still start at dusk. I keep one empty jar beside my own. The river doesn't judge and I don't fuss, just come here when I need to feel alone. The willows slow drag fingers through the stream, like they've been waiting on a word too long. I wonder now if waiting's all it means. Lonesome by the river bend, where the old creek
I've been sitting here since she left town, watching water carry stories down. One evening something caught my eye downstream, a jar down in the current barely goes. I waded in and found it like a dream, a mason jar with flowers not too old. A note was tucked beneath the jar's tin cap. I still come here when you're not around. Some rivers take you forward, never back, but this one always circles back to ground. Lonesome by the river bend, maybe lonesome isn't how this ends. I've been sitting here since she came back, watching water finding its way back. The river bends, and so do I toward home.
Some men find God on gravel roads before they find the church. The morning mist still clung to Baptist Hill when I turned off the highway on the stones. My tires cracked on gravel, sharp and still, and I drove up that road completely alone. The old white church sat tilting at the top, its steeple thin against the gray-blue sky. I didn't plan to turn, I meant to stop, but something made me pull in by and by. I'd been away so long from anything that could remind me who I used to be. That gravel crunched beneath me like a hymn. Gravel road to glory, stones and dust, a broken man rebuilding broken trust. I drove that road not knowing where I'd land, and felt the Lord reach down and take my hand. Inside that church sat 7 people old, who sang off key, but sang with everything. No organ ran, the piano cracked and cold, and one old woman wore a golden ring. She turned and saw me standing at the back. She nodded like she knew I needed space. I sat down in the last pew, didn't crack, until the music filled that holy place. I'd been away so long from any prayer, my own name sounded foreign on my tongue. But
something in that room still knew I'd dare. Gravel road to glory, stones and dust. A broken man rebuilding broken trust. I drove that road, not knowing where I'd land, and felt the Lord reach down and take my hand. She found me crying after service ends, that old rain woman with the knowing eyes. She said, son, God don't care where you have been. He only cares that you decided to rise. Gravel road to glory, stones and dust. A broken man who's learning how to trust. I drive that road every Sunday now. The Lord still holds my hand. I don't know how. Glory's just a gravel road away.
He ironed that old shirt like it was all he owned. He shined those shoes on Friday night. He'd hang his tie beneath the porch light. Mama pressed the crease in his collar straight. He'd only say, son, don't you dare be late. He drove that dusty road through morning haze, 4 miles to the white church on Sunday days. He'd park the truck and tip his hat to men who worked the same hard fields week in again. Inside that wooden pew he sat so still. He bowed his head and thanked the Lord for what he had. A working man who carried what God willed. Daddy wore his Sunday best to church, like it meant something more than Sunday's work. A clean-pressed man in a dusty life, thanking God for children, land and wife. He never spoke the things that wore him down, just did the work and never made a sound. The drought of 72 near broke him clean, but Sunday mornings you would never seen. A straighter back, a calmer set of hands. He'd sing the hymns in low and steady bands. I asked him once, you pray for better days? He smiled and said, boy, these are better days. He stood before that altar looking small. He bowed his head and gave the Lord his all. A man at peace who didn't need a hall. Daddy wore his Sunday best to church, like it meant something more than Sunday's
clean-pressed man in a dusty life, thanking God for children, land and wife. The day we laid him down, we understood why Sunday mattered more than all the rest. He wore the week all rough and warm and good, but Sunday was the day he felt most blessed. We dressed him in that shirt, that same old tie. Mama pressed the crease one final time, and I swore that I heard her softly cry, "You look just like the day that you were mine." Daddy wore his Sunday best to rest, as if to say he'd passed the hardest test. A clean-pressed man in his final sleep, thanking God for every soul to keep. That old black tie still hangs behind the door.
The night you left, the stars kept burning just the same. I used to trace your outline in the dark, while crickets played outside the window screen. You'd count the stars and leave a finger mark on foggy glass between the night and dream. The fields were gold, the porch was never still. You'd hum a song your mother used to hum. We didn't need much more than that goodwill, just summer nights and all that was to come. But summer turned and you were somewhere far. The sky hung full and didn't seem to know. I wonder if they noticed what you are. Did the stars forget your name tonight? Or do they still burn just as bright? Do they know you left without a word? The most beautiful sound these old ears heard. I found your apron folded by the door, your coffee cup still sitting on the shelf. The things you left don't know what they are for. I catch myself just talking to myself. The neighbors say that time heals what it can, but they don't stand here stargazing alone. I search for what I'm missing in God's plan, in every constellation cold and known. But night comes on and steals my voice away. Those stars hang full and don't appear to know I mouth your name but have no words to say. Did the stars forget your name tonight? Or do they still burn just as bright? Do they know you left without a word? The most beautiful sound these old ears heard. Maybe up there where the darkness thins, you're tracing constellations with your hand. And every night a steady signal sends a flash of light I almost understand. Did the stars forget your name tonight? Or do they still burn in that soft light? Do they know how much I need to hear that voice again, still burning, still so near? The stars keep shining like they always did. We had no home, just yellow lines ahead. We left the county in a rusty truck, $2 folded in my daddy's hand. He said, son, sometimes you run out of luck, but God still guides you to a better land. The heater broke somewhere past County Road. He sang old hymns to keep my mind at rest. I watched the dark drift past its heavy load and fell asleep against his worn-out chest. Each mile marker fading in the black was just another chapter we had made. But something kept us moving, never back. The road was all we had, the road was home. Two souls in motion, never quite alone. We traded roots for dust and pressing on. The road was all we had when hope was gone. He'd point to fields and name the ones he knew. His daddy's land, his mama's garden road. He wore his stories quiet, kept them true. A man who never let the sadness show. The years have turned his map to memory. His boots sit still behind the bedroom door, but I still drive those back roads searching free, and hear him talking like the years before. Each mile marker rising in the rain reminds me who he was before the wait. There's something in the road brings him again. The road was all we had, the road was home. Two souls in motion, never quite alone. We traded roots for dust and pressing on. The road was all we had when hope was gone. Now I've got children riding in the back, and when the evening turns the sky to red, I take the long road home and don't look back, and say the same words that my daddy said. The road will teach you more than any wall, more than any school or church could say. Keep your hands steady when the hard rains fall. The road will find you on your darkest day. The road was all we had, the road was home. Two souls in motion, never quite alone. We traded roots for dust and pressing on. The road was all we had, now the road carries on. And somewhere on that highway, he still drives.